Hello, friends, and welcome to Fire Emblem Discussion. So today I just want to have a conversation with you guys. I don't have anything written down. This is going to be my free-flowing thoughts on the series as a whole and how it's perceived by people and why the Fire Emblem community is treated almost as like the red-headed stepchild of Nintendo franchise communities. So I was recently listening to a podcast, one that I listen to all the time. And it's a podcast that is ran by two Mario speedrunners and this other guy that's really big in the Mario community. And they just talk about gaming news. Of course, they talk about speedrunning news and stuff on Twitch and all this other stuff, and it's great. But one of them in particular, his name's Xwater, really likes Fire Emblem, right? So I appreciate his takes on that. But the other two just make fun of him and they're like, "Oh, I don't know anyone who's ever played a Fire Emblem game." And then the joke is, oh, there's dozens of us, where there's a few of us that have played Fire Emblem. So, and to see the heads and really like some of the most important figures in one of the biggest communities, Nintendo communities at least, that there is, say that Fire Emblem essentially is non-existent and doesn't matter, it kind of rubs me the wrong way personally for obvious reasons, right? And I just want to know why that is, And I think about it, and I think, with Three Houses coming out, it's like one of the, it's selling well, it's really popular right now, and people still, there's still a lot of communities that fail to recognize its success, or like honestly that it's just a good game. Aside from being a good Fire Emblem game, it's just a well-made game. Anyone who plays Three Houses and says this is a bad game needs to play more games so they can know what a bad game is, It's like one of those things. It's like people who say that Star Wars The Force Awakens was a bad movie. It's like, dude, if you think that's a bad movie with bad acting and stuff, you need to watch more movies. Anyways, I want to know why you guys think the Fire Emblem community is treated the way it is. Is it the waifu culture that pervades it? I mean, that's something that I've never really understood. I've never really been a part of that whole culture of it all. But do you think is that part of it? Are just like tactical RPGs or strategy RPGs, are they just hard for people to understand and get into, so people see that and say, oh, I don't want to touch that, Are people just, I don't know, is it like the anime art style and all that, like, push people away? I don't know. I want to know what you guys have to say about this, and maybe we'll have another discussion about it, but I was just thinking, it hurts me that the Fire Emblem community is treated the way it is. But also, I want to say, what do you think the Fire Emblem community, either Reddit, YouTube, on Twitch, anywhere, what needs to change or what needs to be done differently as a whole and as individuals to make it a more of a, I want to say, a mainstream community? Because I think a lot of us would define Fire Emblem as a niche community, but how do we get this out to the mainstream? Like what would need to change? Aside from the game changing itself, I mean, obviously, if the game became more of a mainstream game, that would make a big difference. But what kind of content needs to be made to be more mainstream, I guess? But anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Again, sorry for my jumbled up thoughts. These are I'm talking into the mic right now. But yeah, I just want to know why Fire Emblem isn't respected. And it kind of makes me sad that it's not. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you next time.